What's up, guys? It's Stealth Beasting here, and I'm coming at you with the second episode of Weapons Wednesdays, and this week is going to be the PDW, or otherwise the most hated gun in Black Ops 2. So you can see the stats here: accuracy, damage, range. They're all about pretty even, and I actually think it's a good gun because they nerfed it, so it's not as overpowered as it was in the beginning of the game. So let's get in this gameplay. It is a domination on Nuketown. And I use pretty much every type of strategy here. I mean, I like you can see, it does well up close, it does well pretty far. I use extended mag sometimes, or the stock to keep the what's the word I'm looking for? Oh my god. The recoil down. God dang. Freaking idiot over here. I use the stock to keep the recoil down, even though the recoil isn't that bad, but if you have rapid fire, the recoil can get pretty bad. The thing is, though, I heard rapid fire is a fake attachment and it really doesn't do anything for the guns. So I don't know, it's debatable in this game. Rapid fire definitely does help on some guns, other guns not as much. I'm pretty sure this gameplay I was using extended mags and suppressor. I like running the suppressor in this because it's very versatile, so if I need to, I can come up behind the enemy, and especially in Nuketown, it's sort of hard to get behind them. But you see, when I do get behind them, I do damage because of that suppressor. So that is one thing that you should always run on all your guns to me, no matter what game mode you're playing. I use hardline, dexterity, and toughness, which is like the main three perks that everyone should use. But the one thing I believe everyone should use is a suppressor, or it's just a personal preference. I hate having that feeling that I can be seen at any time on the minimap, because I pay a lot of attention to my minimap. So see right here, it gets the long distance kills. Well, not long distance, but decent distance kills. It still does pretty good damage. But my worst fear is being seen on the map. I don't know what it is. I just hate knowing that I'm going to be seen. So I always run a suppressor, and that always helps me. And guys, I'm camping right here because I wanted to get that cell chopper, and then I go and sit in this corner again. And I don't like camping. I wouldn't consider this camping. What I was doing is I was waiting for my cell chopper to get me close to the orbital VSAT because I knew that their spawn was here and I didn't want to run out and get killed. So once I pick up my VSAT, I can see where these guys are spawning at, which is another good thing to use as the orbital VSAT. And you gotta get away. Like, see here, I was hurt, so I ran away, and that's one of the things you always have to do in Call of Duty, no matter what game mode you're in, especially search and destroy. Or when you're defending the headquarters, you always need to leave yourself some type of escape route. Like, never be backed up against a wall, so when someone comes to shoot you, you have no way to get away. I always make it so you have some way to get away, or you have some way to cover yourself and return fire. And if you just do that, that's 9 times out of 10 gonna help it's gonna help you win gunfights. And you see here, I had my stealth chopper stacked, which was really, the stealth chopper does work on this map, especially because a lot of people, I don't know why, I mean, I don't really do it that much, but a lot of people do not take down air support in this game. So air support is deadly, deadly, deadly. I'm telling you, if you're gonna do anything, use attack helicopter or escort drone or cell chopper. I don't know if they have attack helicopter in this game. I don't really look at the kill streaks that much once I get my kill streak set. But I'm telling you, if you want to get a lot of kills, you need to use air support. And I'm not talking about UAVs. You need to use air support that can kill people, like the Warthog, the orbital, or not the orbital VSAT, the stealth chopper, the attack drone, all those, even ground support like the AGR. The AGR, I can't tell you how many times I've been killed by one of those just because I had nothing to take it out with. Like a grenade doesn't take it out, a C4 doesn't take it out, and a gun surely doesn't take it out. So you have to have things that people aren't expecting. And I honestly do not have one class setup made just for taking out air support because I could really care less, and 9 times out of 10 I'm playing with a clan, so I usually have someone in my clan to take it out, or other people take it out. And I noticed something on this map, guys. I don't know if you guys have noticed it. In the kitchen, there's bubbles. You see the video B23R nice kill streak. When I run in this door that I was just looking at and go to my right, a bubble comes out. And I never noticed that. There's bubbles in the kitchen. I can't believe I'm sitting here talking about bubbles, but it's just so cool how realistic these games are getting. Now to the part of why this gun is hated. And I don't really understand why this gun is hated, because I can understand, well, I do understand, let me rephrase that, I do understand why it was hated in the beginning, because it was way overpowered. And you see here, I am 48-9 in the first round, which is a really good first round, and I was playing with Better Think Twice and Town Lover, so I know Town Lover, you're probably going to watch this video, so tell me what you think of this one. Anyways, in the beginning, this gun was so overpowered. Like, if you had rapid fire and suppressor, you could take guys out in 3 shots. This gun was beating the assault rifles, the light machine guns, and the shotguns. It's crazy how much they nerfed this gun, and it's still a really good gun, so all you haters are mad just because it's a good gun. And I don't run anything like a faggot class. Like, I use the extended mags and suppressor. And the reason I use extended mags is because when I get a nice kill streak going, I don't want to have to worry about looking around for a gun or trying to pick up scavenger, because I don't even use scavenger. That leads me to my next topic, is extended mags is a really good attachment on any type of submachine gun, because submachine guns are not made to have a lot of ammo. This submachine gun has the biggest clip in the entire submachine gun class. You see here, it has 65 shots in each clip, and you start off with 195 bullets with extended mags. Excuse me. And if you have scavenger, you can keep replenishing that. But 195 bullets is a lot because it's a submachine gun, so in close quarters it kills quickly. That's the good thing about this gun, is it kills quickly and it does damage when it needs to, and you don't have to worry about it. It's very trustworthy, like the SWAT 556 is. And that was just a stupid move. I didn't think those guys were going to spawn there that fast and come back. So I just jumped off the balcony into 3 guys, and there was no way I was going to take them out. So guys, I was wondering, next week, can you tell me what guns you would like me to cover? Would you like me to cover more assault rifles, more shotguns, more submachine guns? Because pretty much all the submachine guns speak for themselves. I feel like all the submachine guns are pretty balanced, and there's not really one submachine gun that's better than the other when it comes to small maps like Nuketown and Hijacked and stuff like that. All the submachine guns pretty much do their job on all small maps, and all of them are pretty well balanced. Like, if I were to run into a guy with a Scorpion, if he had rapid fire, which I don't understand why you would have rapid fire on a Scorpion, but if he did, he would probably beat me. But if he didn't, then these 2 guns are pretty well balanced, and it all depends on who has the better jump, and honestly probably depends on lag compensation, because you guys know how the lag compensation is in Black Ops. It is horrible, and it kills me so many times. But other than that, like, all the submachine guns are pretty balanced. All the assault rifles are not so balanced. I feel like the SWAT is pretty good. The Type 25 is pretty good. The M27 is pretty good. Other than that, I don't really like any of their assault rifles. The AN-94 is alright. It's pretty well powered, but I just can't get into the assault rifles because there's not any big maps for them yet. Like, I play a lot of Chaos Mode and Domination, and if I'm defending, then yeah, the assault rifles are good, but I don't like defending because that means I have to sit back, and sitting back isn't my type of gameplay. As you can see here, I'm always rushing their spawn. I'm always trying to pick up as many kills as I can, and I hate sitting back and watching the spawns. But if that's the type of play you do, then the assault rifles will work for you. And apparently in this new DLC, they're gonna drop some bigger maps so that you guys that like the assault rifles can use them. And the sniper rifles are pretty good, but I want to cover the DSR-50 and the Ballista, but I have to level up my Ballista because I want to cover the Ballista iron sights. I feel like the Ballista with iron sights is a really good gun because they haven't had anything like that since World at War, when all the snipers, I'm pretty sure in World at War all the snipers started off with iron sights and you had to earn the sniper scopes, which is really cool that you can do that. And the Ballista is almost a one-shot kill no matter what with the iron sights, and it's really cool because it's so much different between the Ballista and the Ballista with the scope and the Ballista without the scope. So you can see here, guys, this gameplay is winding down in the final few seconds, and my second round really wasn't as good. I went from 48-9 to, I believe, 77-22 or 72-22, something like that. But I just couldn't really get on a good roll this round because they were picking me off, and here I was camping because I knew these guys were going to spawn behind me. And that's one thing I do. If they're going to be there, I always camp and try to wait for them. Alright guys, I'll catch you later. Peace.